Hello classmates and peers, my name is Ross Thompson and this is my video response for Module 1, Concepts of Curriculum. I apologize for the video on the phone format. I have tried numerous ways to film on my laptop which does not want to cooperate, so I'm hoping that the 7th time I film this will be the one that sticks. We're going to be going through a number of different theories of curriculum as defined by researchers, and then we're going to compare those to the Ontario curriculum, as that is the curriculum I am personally most comfortable with. We're going to review theories proposed by Eisner and Valence, as well as McNeill. We'll compare and contrast, and then we'll relate that to a modern day curriculum. Eisner and Valence propose 5 different conceptions of curriculum, the first being development of cognitive processes. This theory focuses on refinement of intellectual skills. There's a large emphasis placed on developing cognitive and intellectual processes. It focuses on giving students autonomy in their learning. We're focusing on building creative and critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills so that students have the capacity to ask their own questions, find their own answers, and access the tools and resources they need to be successful. Their second theory, curriculum as technology, is focused on the process. It aims at using technology with a higher form of integration. There's a large focus placed on how information is presented. This form of curriculum is efficient, concise, logical, and to the point. We don't need to consider technology in the traditional sense of iPads and laptops and phones. This is more focused on how we're presenting information, whether that's through small group instruction, whole class instruction, explicit instruction, research. It's finding the most efficient way and effective ways to present information. That can involve technology, but it doesn't have to. The third theory is self-actualization. This theory is focused on giving students autonomy and personal growth. The curriculum should reflect their personal lives, and they should be able to see themselves reflected in the curriculum. This style of curriculum can be flexible. It might even change in different parts of a city where students may come from different backgrounds. 2 years after the study was published, this was redefined by Valence to be 2 different categories: personal success and personal commitment to learning. Their third theory, social reconstruction relevance, stresses societal needs over individual needs. Social values and political positions are stressed and clearly stated in the curriculum. The focus is on helping students understand the current world that they are in and help them find their place in a world that is ever-changing. This style of curriculum is also very flexible, as societal and political changes happen quite frequently. The final theory is academic rationalism. This is the most traditional form of curriculum that we know. Students learning classical disciplines and study what has been discovered before them, explicit, clear facts and skills that students need to know, core fundamental processes they have to develop, assessed in a very strict guideline. This is the most common style of curriculum and is still preferred by most educators. We'll briefly go through McNeill's conceptions as well. There's 4 theories proposed in 2009, and we'll find a lot of connections between those discussed above. The first theory, the humanistic curriculum, focuses on individualism, where content is tailored to match the learner. Focus is placed on personal growth development, focusing on building strong character, good work habits, empathy skills that will help people develop as a human. There's a large focus placed on wellness, and students are focused on building stronger relationships with their teachers. This process is very similar to the self-actualization as well as the cognitive process theory, and we'll find there's a lot of crossover. The second theory, social reconstruction, is focusing on curriculum as social change. There's a large emphasis placed on building a better society for tomorrow, for the future, and it's to help students live in a society where they don't necessarily have control. There's a large focus placed on community and cooperation throughout their curriculum. This is very similar to Eisner and Valence's social reconstruction relevance theory. The third theory, technological curriculum, is focusing on the effectiveness of programs to reach a specific end. It's focused much more on how we teach as opposed to what we teach. This is very similar to the curriculum as technology theory by Eisner and Valence. Finally, we have academic rationalism. There's a large focus on developing rational minds through inquiry, focusing on making students better thinkers and preparing them for life beyond the classroom. This theory is very similar to the development of the cognitive processes. There's a number of other theories as well, but I find there's common threads between them all. I found these 9 theories to be the most succinct and all-encompassing. I think you would struggle to find a curriculum today that does not have elements of all 5 or all 9 theories present. In my experience with the Ontario curriculum, I think you can pick different subjects and different areas where you could find each present. For example, there's a large emphasis placed on cognitive processes with respect to math and science, learning through inquiry, developing problem-solving skills. When we're considering academic rationalism, the more traditional, however, The language curriculum itself is moving to be more focused on the science of reading. Explicit instruction to develop reading and decoding skills, explicit grammar instruction, and a more direct approach to building foundational reading and writing skills. And we consider social reconstruction and relevance. There's a larger focus placed right now on wellness and well-being in the schools, and through health, through language studying, through social studies, through history, we make connections from the past to the common day world, and we explore the political climate, I think, much more than we may have in the past, with different perspectives, a larger focus on understanding Indigenous perspectives, more involvement of LGBTQ plus communities and underprivileged groups and racialized groups within the education system. So I think there's a larger focus on social reconstruction as well, and the technological curriculum and the curriculum of technology. We're always reflecting how we're teaching. Ontario is currently revamping many of its curriculum. The language curriculum is changing. Science just changed. Math changed recently, focusing on how are we directing this, whether it's inquiry-based, whether it's explicit instruction-based. There's different preferences per teachers, but I think you would struggle to find any curriculum around the world that doesn't have these more present. Personally, I take a large focus in the academic rationalism. I think there are a number of core fundamental skills that students should learn, and I think especially with language skills, I've seen firsthand how explicit instruction and focusing on core fundamental skills can help students progress. But I also like a large amount of inquiry in my classes. I like to focus on students asking questions, finding their own answers, learning how to solve good problems. What is a good question? How do we critically think? So I think that even two theories that are quite at odds with each other, and when working hand in hand, they develop a more rich, fulfilling curriculum for the students. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully this is the video that saves. Have a great day.